Good evening, live at 5. Happy Friday. Okay, let's just hold on for a few stitches to join in. Hello. Hi, Rich. Hi, everyone. Have we all had a good week? Hi, Barbara. Thank you for your order. I've just seen that come through. Amazing. Hello there. Hi, Annette. Oh, nice to see everybody. Whew. I've just been dashing about, getting a few bits and pieces out. Every week, it's just frantic. I try to be prepared, but it's always a last minute job. That's me to a T. Is anyone else like that? Like if you've got all day, it will be at the last minute. Terrible. Hi Linda, nice to see you. Mary Ellen, look. It's beautiful, thank you. I went home last night. Lovely Mary Ellen sent me a necklace in the post, which is so kind. I'll just lift it up so you can see. It's beautiful. And last night I was like, oh, I'm going to wear that on the live. And then I thought, what will go with it? And I thought, I'll pick this dress out because I've not worn this one in a bit. This is a Tilly and the Buttons Joni dress from the Stretch book in Viscose jersey. It's a couple of years old now, but I always feel very, very pretty in this dress, if you know what I mean. It's a very feminine style and print. Right, okay. Looks like there's a good number of you joining in, so that's nice. Remember to be chatty this evening, don't leave me hanging. It's so weird when you're talking to yourself. I've got my tea. I've got oat milk in it this evening. I rather like oat milk, actually. I never thought I'd say that. Smashing. Right, okay, so I called this live The Missing Fabrics because I have a confession to make. There are several items that when I'm going around the shelves in the shop, I'm like, oh yeah, that's not on the website. Like literally not even on my stock keeping system, on the till, anything. And then I'm like, I wonder why that fabric's not selling. Well, Jenny, if you don't put it on the website and make it available to buy, people cannot buy it, can they? So I had a little look round this morning and I thought, right, I'm going to get 4 or 5 of those bolts out and add them on. So they're a little bit of a mixed bag, and I've got some more of the new fabrics that I had last week that I haven't shown you yet. So, you know, a nice mixture of things to look at, and I've even pulled out some patterns to go with. So it's probably going to be really uncoordinated as per usual, so bear with me. And let's get stuck in. So this is my pile of missing fabrics, and the top 2 here are cotton lawn. They're the beautiful Pima cotton lawns that I stock, which I absolutely adore. And I have added these to the site. That's what I was frantically doing this afternoon. This is just beautiful. This one's called Eliza. Let's move the tea. And as you can see, it's a floral. I think would be one way of putting it. I've had this print in before, but in a different colourway. But I love these soft blues, and I think moving into sort of, if we're starting to think about springy makes, might be a little bit too soon, but I know some of you are. Very, very fresh, very, very nice. It's got blouse written all over it for me. I'd like to do a blouse kind of sew along come kit situation over the next few months. So if you've got any suggestions on a pattern that you think I should sew up, let me know. So yeah, that's the scale of the print there. Every time I look at this, a different colour pops. It's the red at the moment, but the blue's very, very pretty. So yeah, lovely drape on these lawns, and they just press. They just press in there so beautifully. My tea was making you anxious. So it should. I mean, I hardly dare say it out loud because it's like tempting fate, but I think I've only once spilled a full cup of tea at work. And that was when I was in the market stall, and I really didn't have room to spill it. Liberty Fio boho. Oh, I'll have to have a look at that. Ideally something that I can get in to sell as well, that I can stock. Yeah, the Donny would be a good one. Oh, what have I done? Not the comments on. Yeah, so the tea's okay. It's more dunking fabric in tea that's my risk. But I need my tea. Can't run on no tea. That would be sad. Okie doke. Right, so let's move that one out of the way. And then this beauty, which is an eye popper. Yes, a patterner. What a good idea. This is Magenta paisley. Sort of does what it says on the tin. Very, very summery and pretty. I don't know if it's really coming up on camera quite how vibrant that is, but it's very, very beautiful. It's like, you know when you get those very, very rich pink sunsets that are really intense? Yeah, like that. So, non-floral, which makes a nice change. Perfect for, I mean, to me this just screams out summer, sort of summer holiday kind of maxi situations, tears, and yes, I would like to be wearing this in the evening on my summer holidays. Feels a million miles away at the moment, doesn't it? I don't know what it's been like with you, but here it's just rained and blown a gale consistently this week. So we've had a couple of days with a bit of sunshine, but oh, I'm glad that you like it. Aria pleat dress. Ooh, that sounds nice. Oh, hi Nick. Speaking of sunshine, this is a total digression, but my Apple Watch, I have the Apple Health on it, and it told me yesterday, I was like, oh, scanning through it, and it said there was an area, like a part of it for like mental health, and it said estimated time in sunlight in the last 7 days was 7 minutes. I was like, I'm not even sure if it'd be that much. I'm like, when you leave work and it's pretty much dark, I think I get maybe 1 minute of sunlight when I cross from the house to the car, and then from the car to the shop, and then by the time I go home it's dark again. That is just so depressing. No wonder we all feel a bit ropey, is it? Okie doke. Moving on. This is Viscose poplin. This is a bargain. This is only £6 a metre. Do you remember last summer when I made my Tilly and the Buttons Mabel dress? I made it in Viscose poplin and it was a bright orange. This is the same base fabric but with a floral print, and I'm ashamed to say I've had it since then, and I just can't even tell you why it's never made the website. I think I just forgot about it. But yeah, there's plenty of this one as well. I think there's around 15 metres, so plenty in stock, but just that very pretty soft pink. Yes, Mary Ellen is very you. And obviously that gorgeous drape that we get with Viscose. Now I did pick out, just scanning through my patterns earlier, and I thought this new look was really, really beautiful for either for the Viscose or for the cotton lawns. This is 6749, but oh, just look at that detail down the front. That's so elegant. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Can't have it, Jenny, you've got too much to do. But yes, very, very nice. Just one final swish for you. That one's called Maggie, and that is online now. They're all in the new arrivals section, even though they've been here for ages. But they're new to the website, so I'm going with that. Okie doke. Right. There's nothing like filming yourself for realising how much you repeat certain things. When I did the sew-along video for the t-shirt on YouTube, every time I stopped and restarted, I went, right, so. It's like, oh, stop saying that. Hello, Carol. Nice to see you. Carol and Co. Say hello to John for me, please. Okay. This is a suit-in. I've got around 10 metres left of this one, and it's very, very difficult to, again, to get the colours to come up properly, so I'm kind of hoping that how I describe this makes sense. It is a green grey shade. It's like a dark sage almost. Am I making any sense? So it's a sagey green but dark crossing into grey, so it's a very subtle, soft, it's a very nice colour. That's what I'm getting to. So it's a wool poly blend, and I'm just hoping you might be able to see it's got a twill weave, so a nice bit of structure to it there, but still plenty of drape and movement. This is perfect for trousers. Navy sage, that's it, Nick. I was thinking of you. Nick's got a strange way of naming colours that I just can't see. Yep, so ideal for your trousers, skirts, dresses, that kind of thing. I pulled out, there's loads of trouser patterns, but I like the look of these Size Me sewing ones. Maybe because the colour's similar. These are the Florence trousers, and I think that wide leg would look really, really chic just in that plain colour. Kind of goes with everything. It'd look really nice if we had that on the bottom, and then we could have a blouse on the top in that one. Does that show up? They go together very well, take my word for it. Okay. Oh, hair in my face. Had a busy little day today, trying to get things a little bit tidier, because tomorrow we've got an overlocker, get to know your overlocker course. Lucy from So Cumbria is coming down, and it's fully booked. I probably could have filled that course 4 times over, it's been so popular, so I'm really excited to see everyone in learning about overlockers tomorrow. And if you had followed along with my sew along and you were asking about the rainbow overlocker combs, they are back in stock. Just a PSA. Right, this one. This is a knit. I think you should guess how long this has been on my shelf and not on the website. I'll let you put some guesses in the comments, and then I'll tell you who's right. Okay, so it's similar in sort of weight to a Ponte Roma, and it's a blend of acrylic, poly and lycra, and it has quite a large amount of, a good amount of stretch. So we've got this kind of, no, you're nowhere near. It's embarrassing. We've got this kind of Aztec kind of look going on here, is the best way I could describe it. A very sort of tribal kind of design, quite monochrome. Chris is close. Chris is on it. Barbara, you are the winner. 4 years. I would say I have been moving this fabric about for 4 years. Yep. I don't know why it hasn't sold. I think it's lovely, but it's asking to be made into like a jacket, don't you think? Like a long line, something like a Blackwood style. I think it's awesome, and it's not very expensive. I think maybe about £7 a metre. So yeah, I think this is a bargain, and it's brill. It's really stylish. I think with boots, and maybe you could belt that in at the middle if you did a long line one. I might put you a prize in your parcel, Barbara. Oh dear. So yeah, that is online now. And what did I get out for that? I thought this Simplicity actually had, I'm laughing at myself and I don't know why. This is 9692, and you can see we've got a similar print here, so that crossover style would be really, really nice. You could line it with something fluffy, or you can just leave it as it is, but yeah, or you can just make plain old sweaters out of it, you know, just like your Billy type situations, or things like the Tilly and the Buttons Coco could look cool. There we go. That is my oldest fabric on the shelf. And it's never going to sell if you don't put it in the shop, is it? I absolutely despair of myself sometimes, I really do. Right, let's get this back on track. Tea first. not in a rush to get home this evening because it was my son's 12th birthday yesterday, and he rang me on the way home from school. He's decided to invite a few friends over. So I'm going to have 12-year-old boys in the house. So I sent James a message, Mr. Stitches, and just said, I think I'll just stop at work. He was like, I think I'll come down too. Bless them, they'll be very good. Right. Okie doke. This nice little spring palette here is from, we've done the missing ones now, is from last week's deliveries, and it's the return of the Pointelle jerseys. If anyone says granny's knickers, you can keep that in. These have sort of regained quite a lot of popularity in the last couple of years, and for me, I feel that they're perfectly appropriate for layering pieces. They're very warm. They are cotton jerseys. In fact, they're 100% cotton, so there's no elastane involved. Great for little ones, great for sort of nightwear, t-shirts, that kind of thing. I've picked out 4 very soft, what I would call sort of basic colours that are good for spring, that are nice and layerable. Yeah, this is sage green. I'm just going to get that a little bit closer. You can absolutely tell that I've rolled it onto the bolt, not a machine. It's terrible. Your granny wore my blooms. Let's not get into knickers. Unless we're talking sewing knickers, and then you can absolutely sew knickers in this if you want. Till in the buttons, Iris. Knock yourself out. Okie doke. This is the sage. Very, very soft, lovely. I think this would make like a really nice set. Like, I would make pyjamas and a dressing gown, and you could mix and match that a little. Like maybe sort of blue pyjamas with a green gown. I would wear that for spring. I think that's really, really nice. Is one idea. I know just plain old long sleeve tees would be lovely, or short sleeve vests. Oh, your poor granny Sue. Oh dear. This is the baby blue. I'm getting the giggles now. So again, very, very soft, very fine. I have to show you something though. You know when I send you your parcels and everything's nice and cut and folded? This is what comes to me. This is the end of the bolt. No jokes. Like what have they cut it with? Like a knife and fork? Oh dear me. Anyway, all of the ends of them are just like they've absolutely hacked it from the roll, which I know they're in a rush, but wholesaling of fabric, it's just, ugh. They don't treasure it like I do. Like, comes here and I'm like, hello, welcome to the shop. I'll look after you. Which one would you like to see again, Melanie? I'm not quite sure which one. Beautiful vest tops. Yes, you did get some of the yellow last time we had it in, didn't you? Yeah. So this is the grey. I think this is just perfect basic shade. And days like this, you want that extra layer, don't you? You could even make leggings in it and wear it like long johns. Pale blue, sure. That's the pale blue. There we go. It is very pale. It's a subtle pale blue. They're very, very soft colours, these. And finally, we've just got a classic blush pink. What's that? Just a classic blush there. So very, very nice. Now, no, you're very welcome. What did I pick out for these? I picked out this nice Simplicity pyjama pattern. This is 9455. I'll get that. It might be backwards to you because I'm on forward facing. But sort of family knit pyjamas, that would work really well. Also something like the bodysuit from Friday Pattern Company. I don't have a copy of the Megan Nielsen Rowan in. I know I talk about that a lot, but that would also be a good option. But yeah, perfect for those layers. So that's what I would put with those. I'm up there. Right. Final round. What are we all thinking so far? What are your favourites? And is there anything you want me to get out before I go? Give me some notice. Lovely. Okay. These next four are, do you remember just before Christmas we got some organic sweatshirt? Well, these are further colourways. I know when I got those sweats in, a few of you asked for different colours. There was definitely a request for grey. So I thought, well, I'll go with some nice brights, but, you know, not too boring. So I thought this little selection went together quite nicely, especially with spring on the way. I think these are nice and fresh. So this one is, I'll just quickly whiz over these colours because we have looked at this fabric before. It's somewhere in between. It's not as light as a plain jersey, as a cotton jersey, but it is not as thick as a traditional sort of classic sweatshirting, as I would call it. It has a brushed back. Get that a bit closer for you. So you see there, it has like that soft brushed back. And yeah, it's just a lovely all-round weight. And I think what's nice about this particular weight is that it's still very wearable in the summer. So you don't want to be, I guess you could make sort of hoodies and zip-ups and cardies and things with this, and it's still, to me, that's very summer evening. In fact, I've cut 2 meters for myself today of this colour, so that's going in the wash tonight. So you can see the drape on there is nice. It's got a little bit of stretch. You don't get a huge amount of stretch on most sort of traditional sweatshirtings, but what I can't convey through the camera, and you will have to take my word for it, and I'm sure anyone that's local in the comments will back me up, is it's incredibly soft, like really, really strokeably soft. I've seen a few customers have made the other colourways up and they're really happy with how it's washed and sewn. So I can't say fairer than that. I'm pleased about that. It's really good to get that feedback because you're never quite sure until it goes into the wild. So this is a range that I'm happy to build on. Yes, I think it has good drape. I mean, you can see that there, Rach. It's got good movement, but I think this blue, I think it's very summery and it's sort of semi like nautical feel. So I'm going to be making the cashmerette Stanton hoodie in View B, the zip up version, and I've got like a chunky white zip to go down, and I think that's just going to be really nice and yeah, sort of nautical. Oh, there's Carol. That's who I was referring to. So there you go. Carol will vouch for it. Used to be a drapey jersey. Have to have a look at that. The good news this time, following your feedback, is we have matching ribbon. So yeah, that's, if I show you the blue there, that's the blue ribbon to go with. So these are organic cotton. The sweatshirts are £15 a metre, and I think the ribbon's coming at around £9.50, so pretty standard. Yes, it is a medium weight. Let's see. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that you enjoyed the Stanton, because I'm really looking forward to get stuck in. And if anybody else wants to make one, I might have some kits on the way soon as well. So, let me know if you'd like to join in. Next colour is Spiced Coral. This is a very warm pink, but not a pinky pink. Does that make sense? Yeah, really nice. So it is sort of verging into that reddy coral kind of colourway. So I'll show you that there. Nice and rich but fresh. I think that's really nice. It's pink without being too pink. Makes any sense at all. We've got a good old classic grey, because, you know, it has its place. I have a grey zip-up hoodie that I wear every time I go to the gym. This would be, Mr. Stitches would wear this. This would be great for the kids as well. So a nice sort of soft kind of like a dove grey, you could call that. And finally, the last colour in this little set is turquoise green. It's really, really vibrant. It's a nice, it's like an unusual green, isn't it? So, what do we think to that one? Let me know which your favourite is. I'd love to know what you think you would make with them as well. But yes. So then, obviously, to go with those, we've got all of the ribbons as well. And they've just been sat on my table here, just looking nice. It makes me happy. Pleases me. Okay. There's quite a lot of patterns that would work with these fabrics, but these are just a few that I pulled out quickly out of the drawer earlier. And obviously I've mentioned the Stanton. There was a new look one that I couldn't find, and I'm sure I've got it. This is new look 6772, and I'm kind of feeling this set. And also with this colour blocking situation, you know, if there's more than one of those colours that you like, you could colour block them together. Or even if you were just, say, doing a hoodie and you wanted to have a different patch pocket, that would be a good option. You could mix and match a little. I think the pink and the blue go together particularly well. I know. They all go together really well. So that's nice. We've got lounge pants and a top on here. Kind of a good basic. And you don't have to colour block this. You could just do that in one piece. Obviously we've got the good old Billy sweater, which I don't have a copy in at the minute. The chalk and notch page hoodie. I've got this cut out at the moment in French terry. I don't have the time to sew it up, but you know. That would be beautiful in any of those. For the kids, I've also pulled out a Simplicity 9028. This goes up to age 16, and you've got a regular kind of hoodie top there, and a sweatshirt without a hood. So I think that's a nice basic for children's. And finally, I thought probably the Arlo would be really nice if you wanted to put a zip in. Other things to consider, obviously we've covered a lot on here. The Wardrobe by Me half zip sweater that I'm sitting on my hands to not make another one. It might happen yet, but that would be perfect as well. So yeah, those are the sweatshirts. Let me know what you think. I'm kind of obsessed. I think they're beautiful, and I've had this base of fabric before in various prints, so I know it's a good base, and it's just a nice wearable weight. Yeah, Nick's the Wardrobe by Me half zip crew as well. Okay, so that's it for new things to show you this evening. Your sample's on the way, Annette. It went off with the postman today. Let me know if you want me to pull anything off the shelves quickly. Yes, the Marlowe. Absolutely. Good old Marlowe. Can see it goes with my watch strap as well. Can't wait to get on with that. Yeah, so it's just, I feel very, very busy at the moment, and I've been neglecting my social media a little bit, which isn't very good. I need to sort of get myself back in gear with all these things, but yeah, there's like a lot. It's a lot at the moment. It's we keep going. What's the whale print behind me? It does look like something Henry would like. Hold your horses. It is called Marine Life, and it's a jersey. It's the right way up. There we go. So we've got whales, and we've got little Nemos and angelfish and seahorses. It's very cute. Nice. There we go. Yeah, just a regular sort of cotton jersey, 95 cotton to 5% elastane. You are very welcome. There's people always come in and say, oh, I haven't seen that before. And it's kind of that thing that you always see something that you've missed. Making up for quiet Jan. Yeah, well, yeah. February's not like off to the best of starts yet, but we'll get there. It'll all pick back up. But I just seem to be very busy, mostly planning and plotting and organising things. So yeah, all the behind the scenes stuff keeps me very, very busy, and I've just not had time to sew. Am I attending the March London Stitch event this spring? I am not, no. The Stitch Festival clashes with what would be my daughter's 10th birthday this year. So as a family, I think we're going to do something nice to celebrate that. She passed away in 2015, so she will be 10 this year. So yeah, her birthday is on the 21st of March, and that's over the Stitch Festival. So that coupled with going to London is so expensive. Like, I loved the Stitch Festival. It was brilliant, and it was just so nice to see so many of you and sort of really access that customer base down south and hang out with all the people in the field. It was great to meet everyone and chat to everyone, and it was lovely. I really felt like with my community, but it cost me so much money to attend. Like, the stands themselves are expensive, but the travel was horrific. I don't know if I ever shared that I came back and I got about 5 ULEZ charges, and I got a fixed penalty notice for driving the van down a particular street that I shouldn't have done. It was just crackers, and then I had all sorts of issues with my van that I hired when we went to the Stitch Festival. That it was just awful. That doesn't mean that I don't ever want to attend again, but this year it's just not on the cards. With having moved, it's, you know, it's been a big sort of investment of basically money that I don't have in in trying to get this place up and running and set up. So my focus has to be on home turf for now. But that's not to say I won't attend again. But I am going to be really, really sore watching all the pictures. I'll be like, I want to be there. If I could teleport, that would be okay. Any more before I head off and see what the bunch of 12-year-old boys are up to in my house? Maybe I should just stay here and do some sewing. Right, if nobody's got any more questions or wants to see anything else, I am going to love you and leave you. Just finish my tea off because I'm nearly there. Susie, where have you been? Oh dear me. So, I'll try and pop up a couple of pictures from Overlock a Day tomorrow. Very excited about that. That's going to be a good course. But have a lovely weekend, everybody. You are late. I hope you get lots of sewing done. The shop is open tomorrow if you want to pop in. I'm only joking, don't be sorry. But yes, thank you for tuning in. Everything that we've chatted about tonight is on the website and ready to shop. I'm hoping I'll get this video up on YouTube as quickly as I possibly can. Thank you everybody for your support. As always, much love, and I will catch you next week, I hope. Okay, take care, have a lovely weekend, and happy sewing. Bye bye.